Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Swipe and the City. We're ready with this episode. We've got some bubbles, and I've got Michelle here hanging out with me over Zoom. We've got some new mics, and we've got a special friend. I don't know if I like that. We got a special friend in the house.
I rode this short bus to get here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Please, enough. Oh my God, you love me. You really love me.
So y'all may or may not remember, we have the one and only PM Jams, aka Paul Miller.
What's up?
He was on our fuckboy episode as our special friend, as our resident fuckboy.
Wait.
And just a male voice. We just needed a male voice.
He's literally the only person who could join us today. So sorry.
By the way, I had several friends message me after that episode, be like, "Oh, that is you," and I'm like, "Guys, what? Let me put your fuckboy episode gave me a bad rep. That's what I'm saying. It gave me a bad rep.
Yeah, we didn't mean to do that. He's not really.
That wasn't the intention.
No, but it did though. But it was funny. It's all good. All good for the laughs. Isn't that right, audience? Yeah, they like it.
Paul, plug your shit. What do you do? Where do you want people to follow you?
So you can follow me at PM Jams. I'm music. I make beats, instrumentals. Stuff that you can put into your podcast and your TV shows and all that good stuff. And I also make a lot of hip hop, and I also run events. So follow me if you want to know about more event stuff via at PM Jams, and you can see some dope music and tutorials and stuff. One more time for the one more time.
Welcome. Love it.
I love you just patting yourself on the back for your own shit. I love it. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
We're so excited you're here.
I'm not going to stop. Oh, they're back. The crazy audience, they're back again. Oh, you guys stop. All right.
Now we just need a laugh track.
Well, eventually I'll find it on here. Oh, wait. It's not very good. There you go.
Ooh.
It's a little creepy, which I feel like
that's a little witchy.
It leads us in. But yeah, you mentioned we're drinking bubbles. I feel like we're unofficially sponsored by La Marca Prosecco.
Love it.
So La Marca influencer coordinator, expect an email from me. We have a huge following. So.
As our outreach, our partnerships manager, or what is it, director of partnerships, Michelle Craig.
Yes. I wear many hats. But yeah, shit, it feels good to be here, be chatting, drinking some bubbles. Marie, do you want to tell people what we're going to kind of talk about today? It's a bit of a unique episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different style than usual. But I think especially if you're a girl on apps or even just on social media, you get so many stupid DMs. And so, we just want to do a call out and just kind of talk through and laugh with. I want to say with, because even though we are laughing at you, but the other thing too, guys, when you send dumb shit, PSA, it's gonna get screenshotted. So, and if you're DMing a girl that has a dating podcast, woof. Sorry, not sorry. Everything is content. Here we are. Don't at me.
Y'all, I think my upstairs neighbor is now jumping on a fucking mini trampoline. Like, I'm going to lose it.
On the bright side, we can't hear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't hear it at all.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. We should jump in here.
Let's start from the top.
Who wants to go first? Marie, you want to read this one?
Sure, why not? Oh no, wait. Actually, I think Paul's got the voice for this one.
Is this the? Oh, okay. All right. So this is a DM from not a DM. I don't know what this is, but what he says is, actually, let me go ahead and
What color T-shirt do you think looks best under a pair of dark denim Dickie overalls?
That's the only way I could figure to read that. That's the only, for people who can't understand that voice, it's what color T-shirt do you think looks best under a pair of dark denim Dickies overalls?
Say
Why?
what?
Why? What? That's, by the way, for people who can't see, that's the first thing this person sent. That's all they said. There was nothing else, no context. The only person that needs to be asking that question is literally Jason Voorhees, and this is upsetting. You know what I'm saying? That's a weird thing to ask, right?
It's a really like just all around strange thing to say. It looks like it was like from a dating app. I think my cousin sent this in from Match. So it looks like this person liked them and that's their lead in. I just don't know what to do with that.
Does the person, oh, Michelle, sorry.
Go ahead, Paul.
I was going to say, does your cousin wear overalls a lot? Is he actually looking for fashion
No.
statement opinions? Okay. All right. Well, there goes that. Then he might actually
So-
just be a murderer. All right.
I don't think I've ever seen her in overalls.
Here's where I'm at. First of all, this is oddly specific. Second of all, obviously you wear a white t-shirt under dark denim Dickies overalls. Like the fact I'm actually more upset that he's asking this question and doesn't understand that you just wear a white tee, you know?
Well, what if the answer he was looking for was no t-shirt?
Oh, I
Like,
was going to say
I
that's
could
literally
kind of
my
see
answer.
him
That's-
because of this. Like, I feel like he's that guy that's walking around, like, I don't know, feeding goats, and he's just in overalls, like, no fucking shirt, just.
I mean, if you've been to Houston or like East Texas, that's how people dress. So, like, first of all, he's not from there. If he was, he wouldn't be asking this question. He would just show up to your date covered in straw. Like that's how he'd show up. But no, there's no
God
reason.
bless Texas.
God, I love this place. Yeah, no, that's a weird thing to ask. If a girl asked me that, what color T-shirt do you think looks best under a dark pair of denim Dickies overalls? I don't know if I'd block her, but I would definitely ask her if she's about to skin me after that. I'd be like,
It's kind of a tongue twister too.
yeah, he's just sending her Mad Libs. That's
Oh, okay. Fucking future content idea. Let's do an episode where we like mash like one of those stupid like Mad Libs notebooks with dating related things.
Oh my God.
That's it. Mic drop.
Write it
Episode
down.
over.
Write it down. Let's
Write
do it.
Siri. Hey Siri. Okay, this next one, Marie, I think you should read this one because I feel like of all of us, you embody this this thing we have in common the most and to the strongest degree.
Yeah. Well, and so this was a message to me via Instagram DM. And for those of you who don't know, my Instagram bio says banned from Tinder. And then I have the emoji for Scorpio next to my name. So he says, trying to be more Scorpios in life. They got kicked off Tinder. I did your profile and keep up the good work. Smirk
right.
emoji. And then meet more Scorpios, which I think is him correcting himself from the very top.
oh.
There's also just
Oh.
overall a lot of issues with whatever it is that he's saying.
I didn't even know that's what he was doing. I thought that was just like his slogan at the end. I thought that was his.
No.
Be more Scorpios.
I thought that was his eat more chicken. Like that's what I thought that was.
I think that we can all attest to the fact that there is probably no one on this planet aside from Scorpios that are like, you know what I should do? I should meet more Scorpios. Like
Yeah, that's accurate.
we fucking trigger people. No one's
Yo.
out there like, you know what I need more of? Scorpios in my life other than other Scorpios.
You know what I
No,
need?
I don't even
Yeah.
want more Scorpios in my life. Like I don't know why we get along as three Scorpios on a Zoom. Like I don't get it because I don't get along with most Scorpios.
Right. We hold people emotionally hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to be more Scorpios in life. They got kicked off of Maybe if I read this differently. trying to be more Scorpios in life. They got kicked off of Tinder. I did your profile and keep up the good work. Meet more Scorpios. That doesn't. I mean,
Okay, Gru. Is that the name of the guy from
That's
Despicable
right.
Me?
Yes, it's me, Scorpio Gru. I'm here for everybody to listen. I'm great. Okay, bye.
Also, like, so keep up the good work is clearly a theme. And again, we'll talk about this a little more later. What is the intent of this message? This is what confuses me a lot of times about these fucking DMs. I'm like, what is the intent? I mean, just to get me to respond, sure. Like, but you didn't give me a call to action. You didn't ask me a question. You didn't give me anything to respond to.
First off, now
I think-
that I ask anybody on a date, it's not a date, it's a call to action. So we're just going to put that one out into the ether. It's no longer a date, bitch. We're going on a call to action. You and me. All right. Anyways.
No, for fucking real though. And I think honestly, like I feel like that's why like marketing and sales people are, I'm gonna say it, better at dating because we know how to like fucking manipulate people. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not manipulation. It's
It is.
strategic communications. Strategic. Apparently on a sales call the other day, I said like a strategic fresh start. Or I think it was my coworker, but they thought I said it and they thought I was really smart. It has to do with like Google Ads. But and they're like, Michelle, we got that term from you. And I was like, I don't think you did, but I love it. Like, I'll take it. I'll make that my term. Let's go.
You were probably drunk and said it and like forgot.
On my sales call. I
Yeah.
fucking hope not.
No, like you probably said it in like a random like happy hour or something and just dropped it. And it was
Maybe.
part of a greater conversation. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm going to save that. We'll give you credit for that.
I'm
I'll
giving
take
you
it.
credit for that. Here you go. This is
Yeah.
for you. There you go. There's your credit. Enjoy that. Enjoy that
So
credit.
good.
Soak it in.
So I want to give a little context for this next one. So
Yes.
for those who don't know, in a past life, I was a CrossFit coach and a strongwoman competitor, and I have some badass fucking friends in that space. And so as there's a lot of interesting shit that happens, but like as a woman in the like strength training space, there's like some really creepy, weird strength related shit that you get. We didn't get like as many of those things as I've seen posted, but one of my friends had a conversation that started with so my friend's a woman and this came from a woman and it was like, hey, one second here, let me find the original one. That's okay. Basically the initial message was, hey, are you there? They talked about powerlifting. Basically, the conversation starts. These are a little fragmented too. So the conversation starts. The person's like, "Hi." My friend responds, "Hi there." Person, "I am Oksana." "Yes, are you there?" My friend's like, "Yeah. What's going on?" Like, cause she sees that this person has like lifting, like powerlifting pics. So they're just chatting. And then we go to my friend. Oh, that one doesn't even make sense.
Then she asked if she wrestles in bikinis. Is that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
scrolling back up. It's all right. Technical difficulties here. So then my friend gets like some images about wrestling. And my friend says, "Wait, so you wrestle in bikini?" Actually, she doesn't sound like that. She's like, "Wait, so you wrestle in bikinis in front of sponsors with no cameras, etc., and the person who loses gets fucked by the winner?"
Oh,
Huh?
I didn't read that whole sentence. I've definitely seen a porn about that. That's
And
weird.
And
You're
Oksana says, Marique, do you have Oksana's part up on this particular one?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
That
wait.
is decided.
Heavy Russian accent needed.
I don't know if I. Yes.
She said,
That is decided rules. And if participants agree, video pics are made.
"Oh,
LOL.
After LOL, we
Included photos.
photos of women wrestling in bikinis, and these are like not.
I'm naked. I'm seeing boobs.
Yeah, there's some titties. Also, I would like to add that this isn't like, oh, like sorority girls are like jello fighting, whatever, jello wrestling. This is like strong ass athlete, like
hefty.
She's
bitches,
gonna break you.
Like
she will
slamming each other around.
Yo, one of them's about to break this bitch's spine. Like that's what it looks like. That move that she's got, that's the move that broke Batman's back, right? None of you guys can see that, but some of you, like people listening, might understand that. When Bane broke Batman, that's the move this naked chick is about to do to this other naked chick. And my dick has never been harder. That's a joke. It's not. That's a joke.
Where's the creepy laugh track on that?
That's not true at all, guys. Where is that? Let me find it. Awkward.
I wanna throw out there too the very end of this like screenshot that we see. It says you've blocked this account after those photos. So kudos to your friend Michelle, because yeah, I don't even have words for that, y'all.
Like
woof.
I mean, I feel like without the pictures, also like, all right, there's so many things. Like, how do you have a conversation, right? Like, even if that is a thing that you do as a hobby or a job somehow, like, even if that is, there's other ways to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to say it. Not many ways that would make me go like, oh, no way. But like, there's ways that you could say that don't get you blocked. But the way that this chick came off was very, I don't want to say aggressive, but it looked like
it's aggressive.
She sounded like she was about to reach through the monitor and just challenge your friend to a duel to the dick, a duel to the death. And yeah.
I think she was trying to recruit my friend.
Right.
That was her intent.
She needed a tag team partner. She was like,
she needed a competitor.
Champion Federation Wrestling is coming up. I need partner to tag in to defeat reigning champion. The Demon Dildos. That's their team name.
The Demon Dildos.
The Demon Dildos. They are reigning champs. Hello? Why have you blocked me? All right.
And then they're just talking to themselves. So for this next one, I found the second half if somebody wants to start it off.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. I have the first half. Can I read it?
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Ariel did this second half.
All right. All right. So I noticed something. A lot of your pics on Instagram are very nice. You're amazingly photogenic, which leads me to a theory. All right. Now cue in like the CSI music or something in there where it's like, you know, like, like I'm doing mystery work. All right.
It's like Criminal Minds.
Right. Like Criminal Minds. Which leads me to a theory. Personally, just from them, I think you are insanely cute physically. I'd be willing to bet that you are even better looking in person. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of complimenting a woman's looks because every other guy brings that up. And I'm pretty sure I can't read the rest because I don't
And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the time it's meaningless for the most part, because the people saying this are random strangers that are just trying to get in your pants because they think you're hot and they want to constantly breed with you.
Marie, can you repeat the last sentence, please?
For those
they think you're hot and they want to constantly breed with you.
So for those of you who don't know, breed means to reproduce.
Do we really need to define that, Michelle?
I just want to call
for the people
out
for the people
that
in the
is like,
that's what you use for like dogs.
But I don't have a.
I don't ever want anyone to refer to anything that I do with my body as breeding, ever. Ever.
This guy sounds like an alien trying to pass himself off as a person. No offense to the guy, because I'm awkward. I get it. I just run my things off as jokes, but this man is really out here. Hello, fellow human woman. My name...
Earthling.
Hello, Earthling. I mean, Deborah. I, Trevor, a regular man, would like to breed with you. for fun and not science.
I feel like I feel like this is an episode of like Rick and Morty gone wrong.
Okay. Also, let's get serious for a second. I would
Yeah.
like to call something out here that's really frustrating for me.
Triggered.
Triggered. If my whiteboard would have worked, I could have like written it on my whiteboard, but we'll work on that for the next episode.
How does
I
whiteboard not work?
hate it when people try to be like other, like men or women, like other girls are like so high maintenance, but I'm so chill. Like I'm totally down. You know, I'm so chill. Like when people try to be like, oh, there's everyone over there and then there's me. Like this dude is being like, oh, other guys are just attracted to you and trying to fuck you. He sent you 4 paragraphs about how fucking attractive you are. Like that's what you're like, that's what you're doing. You're doing what you say is not what you do.
You should
And you finish it by wanting to breed. Sorry. Like you finish it by saying like other guys want to breed. No, I think you're projecting, honey.
I was gonna say you should respond to that with like, so you don't want to fuck? Okay, I don't know.
Yo,
why
you
want to
be friends?
Like, ew, gross. Ugh. Don't make it gay, dude. No offense. Oh boy, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. No.
We can skip the next couple because they were just in the saved files, but
Oh, we have one that I want to point out.
read it.
Not trying to be upfront or offend you, but
Yeah.
you look better. Oh, it's the wrong form of then. You look better. I mean, here, I'm going to admit something. Sometimes in my head, I have to like think through like then or than. It's not, you know, everyone's gonna have to think through it. I get the right one, but that being said, I also proofread my shit. But
Triggered.
not trying to be upfront or offend you, but you look better than most women. Woman. Oh my God.
Woman.
You look better than most women. Singular. Keep up the awesome work. High five noise. Hope you are doing good and having a great weekend.
So
it's a weird ending.
So like, yeah, that's a 50% good message. The last half is awesome. I would love that message if I got it. I think anybody would. Hope you're having hope you're doing good and having a great weekend. Listen, don't just slide into people's DMs randomly, but if you do, say that and leave it at that.
Yeah, that feels good, but like the first part's kind of weird. And also, if you're gonna slide into somebody's DMs, proofread. To Michelle's point.
There's that too, because now
we should have been grading all these. Sorry, go ahead.
This man sounds like a caveman. Me not trying be upfront or offend you, but you look better than most woman. Keep up the awesome work. See, I only messed up the first part of that sentence. The rest of it is how he typed it, like a caveman. Props to you, homie.
Like I am all in on like hyping people up, like let's, you know, you're doing amazing, sweetie, all of that, because I think, you know, there's a lot going on in the fucking world, and every once in a while we all just need like a virtual hug or high five or a good job. So the keep up the awesome work is hilarious though, because in a previous message from someone else, they also were like, keep it up. It's like, what? Are y'all life coaches? Is he actually trying to solicit you for like a pyramid scheme? Like, what is going on?
I would die. If you responded to that and you thought they were hitting on you and it turns out they were trying to get you on their pyramid scheme.
Oh man.
I think we just came up with a new strategy for people to like grow their multi-level marketing organization. So we'll be publishing a course on that next week. Thanks.
You know, I will say though, I've been hit up by enough women that like you see them, you're like, damn, this person, like they're really pretty. And then this is in the past. I don't respond to those messages anymore. But like I'd be like, oh man, wow, this is so pretty. Talking to me, this is great. And be like, she's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, cool. What's up? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, this is my my pyramid scheme. And I'm like, damn. And I thought she liked me. And it was just for my money. Or my pyramid. It was for my pyramid. She's trying to get my pyramid, I guess.
Poor Paul.
He's like, I thought she wanted me for my charm and good looks, but it was all for my network.
It was all
just
for
a
my
scheme.
network. No, it's all good, man. I respect the hustle. I fell for it. I got the okie doke. It's all good. They can go scam other people.
Oh,
Hell
I
yeah.
thought you were saying that you were a part of something. And I was like, no. We're not doing an ad for you to pitch something.
No, I'm saying I didn't hate on it. As soon as I found out, I was like, oh, okay. So you guys just need me to. No, okay. No, I'm cool on that.
I like Paul, I like the way you read this one. Let's just skip the
one?
name and the high name.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
this this fucking 16th century Civil War soldier seeing a woman for the first time guy. This guy. So I don't. All right. So you want me to skip the first part? Okay. I'm sorry for the random message. Facebook recommended your profile, and I thought I would say hi if that's okay. All right. Listen, guys, I'm not the champ at this. I just like saying stupid stuff and making dope music. However, when you message anybody, why would you start with "I'm sorry"? Like, why lead with that? Please don't hurt me. Like, that's what you're starting
Also,
with.
I also want to point out he like says her name, and to be fair, he's looking straight at her profile with a name spelled correctly because she spelled it.
Yeah.
And then he said hi and her name and spelled her name wrong.
Yeah. Spell people's names correctly.
It's right there. Like if you use the wrong your, I can kind of understand that because you don't have spell check on your phone unless you're me. But like spelling somebody's name wrong when it's literally right there is just kind of like, fuck you. It's like when people call me Maria and they can see my email and it says Marie.
I'll even accept if somebody misspells something and like, 'cause this is what I always look for when somebody misspells something. Now that we're talking about grammar, when somebody misspells something, I look, all right, well, how close was that letter on the keyboard? Because I've slipped and you know what I'm saying?
That's
If-
fair.
That's what I do. I'm like, all right, maybe there was a little bit of a typo there. They replaced the U with the I. I get that. I've done it before. Don't worry about it. But no, otherwise, it's very obnoxious to me. You know what? I mean, well, luckily though, I haven't like when I was on dating apps, I didn't find too many women that misspelled things often. There were like 2 that I could remember, and that shit was annoying and went nowhere. But
Wonder why.
Oh my God. This just threw me back. Throwback. It doesn't matter. It's been a long day at 1:30 on a Saturday. There was this dude that I met through, it's a long story, but this was like pre-pandemic back in Oregon. I was like partying with some friends at this like lake house, whatever, and met this dude, and we kind of started talking. He got my number, and
nice.
nice, yeah, score.
Sick.
Well, until I learned that he couldn't spell or formulate a fucking sentence or take a photo of himself. So then for the next few days, I was getting like, you know, when someone sends a mirror photo, you're like, okay, whatever. But you know when someone sends like a mirror photo and their mirror is like really dirty and you're like,
Me.
kind of gross. Like, pay attention. And then, well, when you send me mirror photos,
Gross.
and
No.
your mirror looks fine.
My bathroom mirror and my vanity are so dirty. It's like
Oh.
embarrassing.
But then it's now a mirror photo of you that's like cropped in a weird way and also like slightly blurry. Like you sent it from a fucking razor, like a
Oh my God, the razor
Motorola
phone.
razor phone.
How do you know he didn't do that? He sent it from a Nokia. That's what happened.
No,
But you
I
can
think
see the phone in the mirror.
I think
Oh.
he sent it from like a Nokia, like the first edition. So then
R.I.P.
he was also like, just like, oh yeah, you know, what'd you do? And he's like, oh, you know, just had some Discarnos. And I was like,
What's that?
what's it? I was like, Discarno.
That ain't no country I ever heard of.
DiGiorno. Bro. He spelled it like DISGARNO or like some really fucked up thing. And I'm like, don't you have the box? Like, did he? This is why I'm triggered by this. Like, the box is right in front of you. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's not hard. It's not hard to just look and like be like, oh, okay, I got it right.
it was at that point I knew I would never find love.
Hold on, that's
Aw.
not true because plenty of people can read. Like he's not like hold out hope. That's all I'm saying.
I say on that note, we jump to the next one
Okay, bet.
that I want you to read, Paul.
Which one is it with the Hello Beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello hello beautiful. Wait, hello beautiful. I'm Raphael. I like your post and your picture. I would like to be friend. I'm 25 years old, single and seeking for a serious relationship. Oh boy, Raphael. We've got a lot to work on here, Raph. I mean, like
What?
Michelle said earlier, he's putting it all out there, and contextually, that's all solid stuff. That's what you want, right?
Like, here's where I'm at with this. And if y'all follow us on Instagram, you saw, or follow, I guess, even like in me on Instagram, you saw this out there. But when we break this down, when we like dissect this, we have like a nice greeting. Okay.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful. Then
I
we
personally
have
wouldn't,
him.
but that's cool.
him confirming that he's, interested in your content. Okay, cool. And then he lets you know that he's hypothetically in your age range. That's important. He also elaborates that he's single and looking for something serious. So when we break this down,
Isn't that what all girls want to hear?
Yeah.
it was I did a poll on this before showing this message. I did a poll on my Instagram story. I was like cackling to myself. I thought like this made my fucking Friday. I thought it was so funny because I was like, if he like calls you by cute names, he's actually single, he's looking for a serious relationship, like, are we into it or not, right?
I was so confused by that poll. I was like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, then you go to the
Now we
next one
know.
and I say, but this is the message, right? Like people did not know it was coming. I think I'm fucking hilarious.
Here you go.
Interestingly enough,
Cute laugh.
There you go.
It sounds too much like me, though. I'm triggered.
no, you know what we need to do? My friend, we'll talk about this offline. Anyway,
But yeah, that sounds like like
It's
I mean,
solid.
he sounds solid. It sounds a little too, but this is what I tell my, like, all right, listen, obviously you guys know me. I'm not the dating king or whatever, but I do know how to talk to people and nobody likes to be talked to.
all slays pussy.
No, thank you. No. What a weird thing to get an applause for. This isn't the Adult Video Awards for Slayer of Pussy. Paul. Oh. Guys. All right, segue. But like you have to have a conversation with somebody. It's not an interview, right? You don't go in and be like, these are my criteria. And I'd like to fill the position and you're void, So help me do both of those things. Like, yeah, don't do that. But he's solid. He sounds solid, but just a little stunted.
The one thing is like it just comes on so strong and keeping like for those of you who can't see the screenshot, it's an Instagram DM. So you're like to what we like have talked about on past episodes of like when you slide into somebody's DMs, just because they're on Instagram doesn't mean it's not a dating app. So like that would be almost a better message if somebody said that on Hinge. And because like I'm there to date, like I'm not necessarily on Instagram to date. So why would you? I mean, yeah, he's laying all his cards on the table. Like it's good in a lot of ways. It's what women are looking for, but also, can I trust you because you just slid into my DMs with this? You probably copy pasted to everybody.
So
that's true. He
two things.
Oh, sorry.
Full disclosure. I do not think this is like a good message.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's great. I'm just trying to not shit all over it.
Right.
But Marie, did you not get a similar message? And
Oh,
by
shit.
You know,
Gasp.
I do think I did. I think we had this in our Slack channel, hashtag shit guys say, twice from each of us.
and at different
Gasp.
times because the profile pic was different.
Yep. So sorry, bro.
So
We're on to you.
I guess my
Yeah.
Oh,
buddy.
on that note, I say we go to this. I'm gonna skip down if y'all want to just stay where you are, and I'll read this.
Okay, bet.
We can go to this other message that so I took a screenshot of this. It came onto my Hinge profile, and I sent it to the group chat as one does, because I was like, okay, this is actually not a horrible message. But I really feel like it was copy pasted. And also it's a lot, and I don't really have an answer. So it says, which best describes your Sunday style? Thinking emoji. A, eggs, Benny, and pancakes galore. B, bottomless Bellini, not Bellini, brunch.
Bellini.
Bottomless Bellini brunch. C, smoothies and a run. D, pass, I'm sleeping emoji. First of all, this does kind of read like a poem now that I'm like kind of thinking it through. It's a Sunday morning haiku. I'm about it.
Sunday style eggs, Benny, pancakes. Sorry.
So I sent this to Michelle individually, because like I sent it to friends individually because I wanted to see what they said individually without other people. I was like, So Michelle sends me back, and you can tell me what you said.
in response.
Yeah, you responded to me and you said this was like actually like a decent message. You were about it.
Oh, okay. So I liked it from the perspective of, I think that actually like how you spend your Sunday is an interesting way to like gauge if you're compatible, right?
Agreed.
So because if you are the type of person who is up at this is not like this is not
Yeah,
we're
go
gonna
ahead.
at you.
But,
all right.
like, I mean, my Sundays can go in a couple different directions. One is that I'm like super productive. I work out, I'm cleaning, I'm doing my grocery shopping. I'm just like on that level. The other is that I do brunch or drinks and like Sunday fun day. Like I have there's a couple different versions of Sunday for me, but I feel like there's something to be said for people who like, if they always brunch on Sunday and the other person is like, oh no, I always do like a 7-hour training session on Sundays. Like, we might not be compatible,
Woof.
right?
I mean, there's 6 other days in the week.
Or if
No.
you're sleeping.
Well, I'm just saying, I guess what I'm saying is that like not Sunday in particular, but certain days can like be more indicative, not indicative, of like your overall like lifestyle and priorities. And way fucking back in like the beginning of this, we had an episode where we talked about like how lifestyles match up and like how it's not necessarily, oh, this person is this political or that political or this or that. It's more so like, how do you spend your time and how do you prioritize your time? And are we on the same page about things?
Totally.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And for that reason, like when you said that, I was like, no, and like that's a super good point here. Also, but I was like, it's hard for me because I feel like I'm every single one of these. It just depends on the Sunday.
Can I
like-
just say, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I just say, I don't like this message. I think it's not bad, but it's like you whack. First of all, nothing you've mentioned in there. Like you could do all of those in one day. Second of all, and they're all fun
That's
things
true.
to do. You know what I'm saying? You can do all of them. They're like, why am I choosing? And then what's the conversation? Where are you gonna go after that? If I'm be like, dang dog, what do you do on your Sundays? Like, damn bro, I eat eggs, Benny. First of all, shut the fuck up. That bothers. I don't know why that bothers me. This stuff. It's eggs Benedict. Just say the whole thing.
I don't like eggs Benny either. It's triggering.
It's weird. I don't know why, man.
Yeah.
But he says that. He's like, and pancakes galore. Like we're gonna just have. Like, I don't know, man. Stop trying to be
That's
cute.
a lot of food.
right, Chief. Like, goddamn, bro. Like you buying? Like we can roll, but shit, bro. What are we doing?
This motherfucker is taking you to IHOP. He's like, unlimited pancakes galore.
Yeah,
Oh my God. And you're sitting there next to like some old people. Sorry,
Right?
I've never actually been to an IHOP, but I just imagine it's a room full of old people eating pancakes.
Yeah, IHOP is an experience. I used to go there all the time.
learning a lot.
And
We're
but
learning a lot.
except at 2 a.m. I feel like 2 a.m. it's just a bunch of drunk fools.
Oh yeah.
But so
You're not
the
wrong.
kicker with this message was I sent it to one of our other friends. And I think it was within the week. I want to say it was like 2 or 3 days later. She responds to me with a screenshot from Hinge on one of her photos and literally the same message, same emojis, same misspelling of the word Bellini. Like, I died. I was like, I knew it. It's a great message to figure out what people's priorities are. Good. But like, I knew you were copy pasting this, you motherfucker.
Right.
And then I was really glad that I didn't respond to him.
Right. Now that seems.
Sorry,
that
buddy.
seems- yeah. I mean, it's just boring. I mean, if you're gonna make that, this is how I would have worded it. If I really cared, because I thought that would be a first date. My first thing is, all right, pancakes or waffles. You got to choose, but that's what's good. Like, which one? Like, I would be really concerned. And I don't think he actually cares about that. Sorry, guys. I love
Nah,
breakfast.
he doesn't care.
I love breakfast so much.
I do too. Oh, that's another if we want to skip around, that's a nice segue to another message that we had on here.
Yeah, let's skip around. Skip to Malou.
Yeah, if you want to like keep tabs on where we were. So we had this sent in from one of our friends. Now that I'm trying to find it, I can't find it.
While you're finding it,
yeah, go ahead.
What do you guys prefer when people slide into your DM? I don't slide into people's DMs. I'll be honest with you. That's not my vibe. I just don't have the energy to do that. So, but what's the vibe? If a guy's sliding into your DMs, fellas, take notes. If a guy's sliding into your DMs, what's the preferred method, if at all? Obviously, we're just going to assume you're physically attracted to him in some capacity.
I feel like the thing about it for me is I'm like, I respect it if it makes sense. Like, I recently posted on a 365 things to do in Austin post and got a handful of DMs from that were just like, so you live in Austin, how do you like it? I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to give you fucking moving advice. Like, what? Like, I get it, but my girlfriend are trying to move there. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know what to tell you. That being said, I feel like if someone follows, the thing for me is like if someone follows me and then they respond to a funny story that I post or a pic of Blue or something, honestly, if they're just reacting to something I put out there, that's the easiest way to start a conversation, because I already think that whatever I'm putting out there is interesting enough. And if they reply with something that's like I've had people reply to photos I've posted of Blue sleeping with photos of their dog sleeping. And I'm like,
aw,
you're fucking smart, bro. You're fucking smart.
I mean,
that's in a way that makes sense. And it's
Right.
like also like it's applicable to a conversation. I think it's really hard for like, I'll give a little bit of credit to the guys who are just sliding in with no context and like just saying like, oh, your posts are cool. Like, there's nothing to go off of there. Like, I have a lot more respect for the guy that's going to look at my story and slide in by like, oh, like I see that you're at Lazarus Brewing. Like, I also love Lazarus Brewing. Did you try their new hazy IPA? Because it's dope. And it is. Sorry, we haven't mentioned Laz this episode.
Yeah, I also haven't been there in like a week. Maybe I'll go there today. Jurassic Park is back in town.
Oh no.
Sick.
On that note, so I just typed in, because I couldn't find it, typed in the message. Paul, can you read this? And then I'll read her response that hadn't been sent, and I'm hoping that she hit send because I love it.
You don't want me to use the name, right? You just want me to just blank it out?
Yeah, just say name.
Oh, okay, name. Okay, I'm gonna read it like the person I imagine would be typing this. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Like, this is their voice. Nice. What's your long-term goal? What does name want to accomplish? I'm gonna put one of your names in there just so it like flows better.
Yeah.
What does Marie want to accomplish? There's no laugh at the end, but I imagine he's laughing to himself like real hard. And then her response.
My long-term
was,
goal is to figure out a way to avoid answering questions to guys who don't really give a shit.
Man, what a fun, like, all right, hey, man, first of all, I felt that like in her response, I was like, yeah, she's frustrated. Second of all, as a why guy, any guys, I don't know what the male listenership is on this like podcast, but anybody
40% male, 60% female.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Any of you guys listening to this, don't do who the fuck, this isn't a job interview. You know what I'm saying? What's your long-term
That's what she
goal?
said. She like responded like with her own like comment. She's like, Marie, like, I don't want a fucking job interview right now. Like,
that's what I'm saying,
this
bro.
is a dating app.
Yo, dog, I'm trying to have like, I had 2 girls message me, ask me questions like that. Obviously, that wasn't the first message, so that kind of helped. That like later down the line, like I think something asking like when you guys are talking consecutively, like that's not a terrible thing to ask. But like out the gate, when you're trying to ask somebody what their 5-year plan is, honestly, your friend should have said, I expect to be drunk watching Sesame Street inside the trash can with the Grouch. Like that's what her response should have been. Something crazy. What I'm saying, like you were the audacity to be like, what is this bitch's 5-year plan? I need to know before I settle down with this girl I just swiped right on. Fucking, I don't know. That annoys me. The audacity.
It's like 0 to 60.
Right?
Like it's
what's your 5-year plan? What's that looking like?
I don't know my fucking 5-year plan. Like I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Right?
You can't. Marie and I are working with a 24 hours or less timeline on things. So I'm like, I look at my watch and I'm like, okay, I'm asking her to be available at 11 tomorrow. It's 9 a.m.
It's noon now.
I have to wait till noon. No, this is actually a pet peeve of mine too, for a couple of reasons. One is that it feels like an inflated way for people to be like, I'm serious and career oriented and goals oriented and da 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 da. Like, which,
and it's like he can then it's also opening. She answers. It gives him the opportunity to be like, oh well, and I do all of these things.
I buy investment properties and I'm starting a business. And it's like, sure, you are a fucking entrepreneur.
Right.
Like, you're probably a 5% investor in the 6th Street bars. Like, fuck off.
Bro, he probably got entrepreneur in his Instagram handle and like a little blue jet emoji. You know what I'm talking about? All of his posts or shit, like he's like, if you ain't dreaming about success, you really sleep, or some shit like that.
He like shares his stock portfolio tips.
Right? There's pictures of him leaning on cars. This could be you if you just worked hard. What's your 5-year plan? So.
Oh my God. Let's do that.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give the warning here. This next one is extremely not suitable for work, very inappropriate, but it is ridiculous. And also one of my badass friends, who's also one of my lifting friends, beyond that, but her responses are just fucking savage. So I'm just gonna say though, this is very much more inappropriate and sexual than we get on this podcast.
Not safe for work.
Or your parents.
This I was gonna say.
Or Daniela Hannah 68. Love you.
I was gonna say this isn't gonna be. There's a parental advisory for the parents on this one. That's that's what that is. And scene. Enter scene. You ever have the shit fucked out of you? Literally. That's what he says. It's literally what it writes there.
Literally.
There's a big space too. Like, and so people listening, you can't really see it, but he says, you ever have the shit fucked? By the way, it's SHTFUCKED. FUKD, which is why I'm reading it like this, because this boy clearly only wears plaid. You know what I'm saying? So that
He's into bowels, not vowels.
he's in the.
All right, let's run through this. Hit it again, Paul, and then I'll do the girl part.
You ever have the shit fucked out of you? Literally.
Totes. I actually prefer shitting all over my intimate partners.
Would it turn you on to have your ass fucked when you had to shit? This guy's a madman.
How about you tell me how it feels first? Then I can make up my mind after hearing about your experience.
Is there more? Oh yeah, okay. Then he goes to say, all right, so I didn't read this first part, and this is more disturbing because there's no spelling errors. And I'm afraid that now I don't even want to read it in the same voice, but I will. Would do it while you stood up in heels, slowly pushing it in. You would feel it getting pushed in. Not trolling you either. Would be hot to do with you. Like,
oh yeah, I'd love to peg you while you had to shit. I bet that would feel so good for you! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
I love your friend just trolling this guy.
Your friend sounds like an amazing giver. Like what a kind-hearted individual. She's not even thinking about herself. She's like, no, I'm gonna share this experience with you, buddy. God bless
I want you to feel this, honey. Like,
that's
you deserve this.
God
You're doing
her.
amazing, sweetie.
Man, why I didn't even read the second part the first time. Why did he suddenly correct all his spelling? I don't understand. I'm concerned.
I think he feels like he's censoring himself by removing the vowels. And then when he gets more comfortable, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll use full words. I'll put
let it all
consonants
out.
and vowels in there while I'm trying to get in those vowels."
So y'all probably didn't watch this week's episode of The Bachelor, but they read erotica to Matt James, who's the current Bachelor. And for some reason, okay, sidebar, but like Chris Harrison apparently is releasing like some sort of erotica novel, which is just very strange to me. And so he just was shamelessly plugging it at the beginning of the group date. So then this group date is literally all of these girls reading their erotica, and this one girl who is Queen Victoria, if you've seen any memes about her, and her whole fucking section is bleeped out. So when we're reading that first message from him, I'm just imagining like, hey, bleep, 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 bleep. Like, do you have like a bleep noise on there that you could use?
No,
like,
man, I should have been prepared.
I'm like, oh, if we want to do this for work, like it's just like bleep, 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 bleep. So much that you can't even tell like what the conversation's even about.
I need to do that now. Next time, I got you. I got that.
Next episode, we need everything bleeped out. We're gonna be kid friendly.
If I may, there is
this podcast is never gonna be kid friendly. I'm just gonna. That's not real.
That's not the intention.
There is a line of dinosaur erotica, and it's amazing. I haven't read it, but I need to buy it since we're
Michelle,
talking
that
about
feels
erotica.
up your alley.
I might be into it. Yeah, we'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline. I'll send it just so you say this title's called "Taken by the T-Rex." But anyways, moving on.
On the note of fucking nasty shit here.
Yeah,
I have an email that was sent in.
Oh yes.
Subject line: worn panties? ? Hi, name also spelled wrong. Hi, name. How are you ? I just wanted to say that you're absolutely unbelievably gorgeous. Just so incredibly sexy, darling. I wanted to ask if you sold your worn panties, If so, I'd fucking love to buy a pair. Nothing turns me on more than a woman in lingerie. Your pictures give me the biggest hard on, and I'd love to smell and lick the crotch of your panties while I jack off, one word, to your pics. Sexy. Your curves are fucking spectacular. All caps, 2 fire emojis.
Sent from my iPhone.
Yeah, that's the kicker.
Man, there's so much here to unwrap. The
Unwrap, but
all right. All right. So it's from the top. Name spelled wrong. All right. That's a running theme. Then he said, oh,
guys,
sorry.
spell names right if you're gonna slide in.
Before
Seriously.
we get to that, can we talk about the fact that this is an email? Like,
It's a business transaction, Michelle. All right.
actually,
Yes,
okay, hey,
he is
that's
looking
fair.
to purchase panties.
Well,
Worn panties.
That is
I mean-
that is actually fair. It is a business transaction. An email was sent. Okay, move on.
okay. So, like, all right. So I feel like, listen, I've never bought panties before. I don't know what the market is like. I don't even know how you buy those things other than at the store. But I imagine you don't need to explain to somebody why you want their worn panties.
I
Like,
think we all know why.
right. Unless it is actually not why you think. Like, unless it's actually like, yeah, I'm making a art installation of just a bunch of worn panties. Like, that's for an art project or
I could
something.
see that.
Yeah, I could see somebody weird doing something like that. But even then, like, they don't need to know why. But man really was trying to sell himself. He said, God damn, you're sexy. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
duh. Obviously,
Cool. Cool.
Well, and the funniest thing is the more he goes into it, like you think about like when you're trying to sell something to somebody, like he's trying to purchase, but he's trying to sell the reason why he's purchasing. And therefore, like if this email were to come to me, he's driving up the cost with every fucking sentence about what he wants to do with my panties. Like we're going 5 for 25. Now it's like one pair for $600. Like by the end of it, I'm like, no, forget about it. Like
right?
you are paying top dollar here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You could have had yourself some $20 panties if you would just left it at, hey, name, can I buy your drawers? No questions asked. PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. You know?
Oh yeah,
like,
he doesn't include any of that, does he?
He doesn't include.
Hey baby,
any of
send
that.
me your
Like,
Cash App.
That's what I'm saying. If you serious, I imagine. All right, if I was buying panties and I was serious, I would. I mean, well, anything. I'd be like, hey, give me that Cash App so I can throw this money at your face so I can get what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. You know, if you serious, but maybe this
Yeah.
was his way of complimenting her.
A lot to unpack.
those are compliments we don't need.
Right.
Um,
This is bottom of the barrel. Don't say.
Y'all
any of
two
these
want to
things.
read this next one?
Yeah.
Is it the one right below?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does it start with hello?
Yeah. Michelle, you're the girl.
Hello. Hello.
First of all, just out of character really quick, why y'all have me reading the creepiest shit on the planet? Like, this is
Because you're the boy.
this is so upsetting.
We kept this open and no one submitted like shit girls say. I've heard girls say some nasty ass shit in the DMs too. So
I've
no one sent it to us.
I've never gotten those messages, but
Aw.
you guys,
Poor
my
Paul.
at is
Someday.
Y'all slide
Yeah.
into Paul's DMs. He needs
Right.
some love.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I need more. I need
Wink,
more
wink,
material
wink.
for the podcast. I need more material for the podcast. So you guys, ladies, slide in with the nastiest shit. Anyways, I'll read it. I'm in
Hey.
character.
Ready?
Okay.
Hello.
Sit on my face.
You would suffocate.
I die happy.
R.I.P.
And
End scene.
scene. Well done. Hold on. Yes, well done. Standing ovation. What an amazing act. We've done it again. All right. We're back.
Since
Yeah.
these are short, Marie, I think you should do the one right below it too.
Oh, I guess we're not talking about
Oh,
that.
you want to talk about it? Talk about it.
I mean, we don't
Let's
have
do it.
to. I know
Oh, I was like, the next one is kind of boring. Just like, don't
Well-
ask somebody to be your girlfriend in the first message because it's like kind of desperate, you know?
That's also not how that works.
Yeah.
mean-
Oh, I can read this next one though. I'm skipping a couple for y'all.
Okay.
But so I happen to have noticed you're very gorgeous and I'm in a culture shock that you're not married. God, you're absolutely beautiful and jaw-dropping. The end.
I know one of you had a thing to say about this. Michelle, did you have thoughts?
So here's the deal. My mom
Oh boy.
My mom was born in Romania. Culture in Eastern Europea.
Yeah, that's how
Wow.
it is said.
Eastern Europe is like very different. I've been getting asked by my grandmother when I'm getting married since I was 14 years old. So this is like triggering. This is like triggering to me. Also, I'm not like, I mean, this is not going to turn into the whole like fucking feminist speech, but like, I really dislike it when people are like, oh, why are you single? Why aren't you married? Like, that's so crazy. And it's like, I don't know, because I'm out here fucking living my life.
Yeah.
I got
That's
things
what I'm
to
talking
do,
about.
bruh.
Yeah. Yeah. Raise up in this bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Woo woo. Woo woo woo. Yeah.
No, for
That's-
real. I hate when guys ask why I'm single. Like, I'm single because I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say also because we're crazy.
I'm a Scorpio. That's why I'm single, motherfucker.
You should just respond to them with "fuck around and find out, bitch."
Yeah, you
love-
want to
find
find out, honey?
Show
Yo,
up.
some dudes would
Oh
say
my
yeah, though.
God.
You don't need that energy. I know I would say yeah. I know if some chicks like fuck around and find out. I'm like, well, I don't go to bed until like 10, so
All right, let's play.
Let's fuck around.
I think we should either do, we've got two that are stacked. We have being spoiled, and then we also have masterpiece. So I'll let y'all pick which one is your favorite of those.
I don't
Who a masterpiece? Masterpiece.
Oh,
Oh, I have the poem that the guy
Yeah.
sent you, Marie.
can you read the poem?
Yes. All right. First of all, I'm gonna need some birds in the background. Hold on. This is a beautiful poem this man sent to you. All right, everybody, setting the scene. All right, there's a sunrise. He brought out his quill, and he's looking off into the sunset, and he saw Marie's face on fucking swipe, and he says to her, "It is my hope that the pages of your heart await my quill. Oh, my love, what stories will we write?" And scene. And he rides away on his horse. Did you guys hear the horse? He goes away on his carriage.
Okay, Paul.
Dead.
Also, Paul, what are you doing every Saturday at like noon for the next fucking 6 months?
Forever.
Because this is
I'm-
amazing.
I'm making music, baby. You know, a little bit of the, a little bit of that. A little bit of that. But I'll be here. I'm in my office.
So, Marie,
anyways, yeah.
what stories are you gonna write with this poet? Like,
what
how
I'm saying.
profound and fucking like individualized, like what a personalized message.
This guy doesn't even fuck. He makes love. That's what he does.
By
the candlelight. It's like the worst
Yeah,
kind of
no,
sex
I feel
that you
like
see in
it's really
movies.
slow.
Right?
Like in the Notebook when they're like in that like abandoned house because they hadn't bought it yet and they're just on the fucking floor in blankets.
Marie
Man.
Marie and I are both triggered when you say make love.
Yeah, we're like, make what?
Is that a sandwich at McDonald's? What is that?
Get
never-
out
I
of
know
my
that-
house.
I know they brought the McRib back. What is the McLove? What is that?
I'll pass. Thank you. Unfortunately, that haiku was the only that was as far as our story got.
Damn.
It did not match with this guy.
Damn.
Frankly, I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. What do you say
Like
after
what
that?
kind of stories do we write? Like, to Michelle's point, I need a CTA. Like, let's have a CTA that's gonna start a conversation, get us chatting, get to know each other.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't like that is a he's like, what stories will we write? So he did give you
No,
a
but it's
CTA.
a
He
little
just didn't give you,
vague. Like, a lot of time, like when you're really like when you want to like a CTA, you want to be able to kind of like facilitate a conversation. That's a little too vague for me.
What you should have responded with, ladies or guys, if you ever get a message like this, and I pray that you do, you should always respond in kind. So he said like that, and then you should be like, "Dearest Reginald, the winter was cold this year. I lost several siblings in the famine. The horses
During
they-
COVID.
during the famine, the horses do not ride, nor do I. I I fear this is my last slumber of this winter. Our eyes will never meet."
I'm officially regretting not responding with that.
you are my last chance. A future self. I've dreamt of love and desire in a cotton bed on the floor of a barn. And if you, milady,
No, he's a serf. He's a serf now.
oh, I'm sorry. Did I use the? I'm sorry. Was I?
You're in the wrong time
decade?
period.
Like
You're in the wrong time period. Okay.
It goes. Run with it.
my fucking bad, Paul. I got fucking learnt on.
You're just really into it.
I got.
Yeah, you're in
I
the
got,
zone. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I got showed up on Austin and Portland weather logistics on an Instagram fucking comment yesterday, and now
Sick.
you're over
What's
here.
that got? What?
Oh, basically, I made a comment on a post about how someone said it's a whole thing. Basically, there's this article where a guy said that Austin gets 90% as much rain as Portland. And
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, is this dude fucking drunk? Because I'm a Portland native, and that's like, what?
That just
I'm
sounds
not,
inaccurate.
and that just sounds wrong.
Yeah,
Also,
that sounds incredibly
so then
inaccurate.
all of the what's a weather person called? A
Meteorologist.
Oh.
yeah, all of the meteorologists who live on Instagram now were like, actually Portland gets 34 inches of rain, and Portland gets 43 inches, and Austin gets 34 inches. So he has a point. And I was like, do y'all think I give a fuck? Like,
Who is this man?
anyways, I digress.
Triggered.
Golly.
It's been a
Back to
week.
Poetry.
No.
No.
This week has been a fucking year, y'all. I feel like I've said that every week since 2021 started.
Yeah, it's been a thing.
It's because we work in sales.
So
Real
should we go
estate.
on? Should we?
Yes.
Is
Let's
it-
move on.
the one I've pulled up is two options. That's what I'm calling it. Two options.
Go for it.
Marie.
Go for it.
Should we let's analyze this one.
All right, two options. One, message here for a bit, lose interest, and never talk again. Two, let me take you out for a drink and see if we click. Which do you choose? Heh. That's how he sounds in my head.
Neither, unmatch.
That's
Why would you start a message with something as pessimistic as like, we're gonna chat and lose interest? Like,
I'm gonna give you an ultimatum.
yeah, it seems really like a downer. And I feel like I'm gonna go, if I say to number two, like, let's go get a drink, I feel like we're gonna start off and he's gonna be like, I didn't think that you'd agree to get a drink with me.
Oh, Michelle.
Okay. Sorry. No, this is okay. So this is
Tell us how you feel.
yeah. Michelle, quit holding back.
Sentences that have never been said.
It was like yeah, literally. There was like a work thing too, and my supervisor was like, I just really appreciate. He's like, even when you feel like you're like low energy and struggling, he's like, I really appreciate the energy that you bring to the team. Like, we need it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Anyways, here's my thing. Couple of things. Here are my things.
Okay.
Starting with negativity, and we talked again in a former episode, we talked about this, where it's like, if your profile has negativity, it's one thing if you're being kind of sarcastic about something and like it's funny and it works for your personality.
But also sarcasm is hard to communicate via like just literal words.
Sure. Yeah.
So hard, like just, well, it's
Without
something
audio.
to keep in mind if you were trying to like be sarcastic.
Pro tip, if you are going to be sarcastic, take it from a master. Just say something incredibly outlandish that cannot be believed under any circumstances. And if they don't get that as sarcasm, that is not a person you want to talk to. Trust me on that.
Or don't say it in your opener because they don't know you're
that too.
sarcastic yet.
Yeah.
Like
That too.
once
yeah.
you start having, like, I know a lot of times when Michelle and I are texting, even though it's over text, like we know when we're being sarcastic with a few exceptions. But like that's because we know each other and we can talk. But like if you send somebody a message right out of the gate and like giving you the benefit of the doubt you're being sarcastic, like
I should correct myself. I would not start off a message being, because it's, if you're on a dating app, you're dating to be serious. So like be funny, but don't be a dickhead. Sorry, Michelle. I feel like we railroaded you.
yeah,
My
sorry,
bad.
we did totally.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, the thing about it
Love
is
you.
like we've been talking about starting with anything negative. No, don't do it. Right? Like, oh, we might never talk again. It's like, yeah, like we all know these things. That's the other thing that I think bugs me is when people are like, oh, dating apps. It's like, you're fucking here. Like, don't come to my birthday party and be like, I hate birthday parties. Don't come. Like, just
Right.
don't show up. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
and then
You're not
I
wrong.
think,
Yeah.
there was something else that really bothered me about this, and I can't remember what it was. I think it's just mostly the negativity, and it's like, this is also obviously a copy and paste message, which I'm just not a fan of. Like,
I don't
it's
think
not-
anybody is.
it's not that hard to respond to something unique about the person's profile if you actually have interest in that person. If you're just out here sending mass messages, you might as well get like a bot and use like a cadence tool and just be like 10,000 messages, let's see who responds. But I don't know, I don't like this.
And maybe again, this is our sales side talking. Because you know,
1000%.
we'll go, like we talked about prospecting before on like previous episodes. Like if we're prospecting and we're gonna send a message to like a potential somebody that we would try to sell what we're selling to, we're not gonna just like copy paste like, hey, blah blah blah. I only do that sometimes in my current position because we already have a relationship with these people, so it's like a follow-up thing. But in the real world, like if I were trying to like hustle, I would be doing research, and it would just be like, hey, like Michelle, you know, I've noticed you have blonde hair. I know a lot of girls dye their hair. Yours looks natural. I don't know why that's where I'm going with that, but I would choose something and kind of go off of it and talk about something specific. Yeah. Like, I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of.
It's because I washed it and you like don't know what to do with yourself. You're like,
I washed my hair this thing too.
Paul, this is a big deal.
Yeah. I remember the time I saw, at the event that you guys had, and I saw you and you said you washed your hair, and I was like, okay. What?
So when I used to work at GoDaddy, so one of my teammates, Cam, he's like kind of like my work husband, and he would be like, oh, Marie, your hair looks really nice today. He's married, so it's also like he's not hitting on me. Marie, your hair looks nice today. And I'm like, oh, thanks, I washed it. And that would always be my answer, like even if somebody else was calling it out. And so it was like we were on Zoom the other day, and he was like, Marie, your hair is down, it looks really nice. And I was like, he goes, did you wash it? Like just immediately follows up with that. And I was like, you know, I did actually. Thanks for noticing. It's funny. A lot of work.
That's funny.
Speaking a lot of work, I know masterpieces are a lot of work. Y'all want to read this next message?
All right, hold on. That was the queen of segues.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's in like the middle towards the bottom, Paul, but we
I
definitely
have it pulled up now.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Do you want me to read it? I'll read it.
Yeah,
All right.
obviously.
Me too? Okay. Buck, you are a masterpiece. What is it? What is that? What emoji is that?
It's a paint. It's a paint palette.
Oh. Okay. Cool. I'd fight off a family of Wolverines inside a porta potty with my hands tied behind my back and a dildo as my only weapon for the chance to split an 8-ball of Coke and a handle of vodka with the doctor that delivered you. Wow. That man, he really likes you. Who was this sent to? Was this sent to you
That's
guys?
a lot.
That
was submitted.
I've
Man.
never gotten a message this amazing and personal and heartfelt personally.
right. You've got a, yeah. He sent that
I-
before though.
I mean, this is a lot. Like, all I can say is this is a lot. Like, I don't even know how to dissect this.
Let's start from the top. Here's a thing I would like to call out that I think
Yeah.
is interesting.
His usage of your, because I think that's nice. That's nice to see.
He
So
did use the right your. I appreciate that.
But then he also, it's what do you call it when you have a little, and it doesn't matter. Anyways, your but A is capitalized and then masterpiece is capitalized. And then we have
like it's a title.
like it's a title. Even in a title though, you would have A be lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right, APA format queen.
I was gonna say, God damn,
I
we're writing our
graduated.
SAT,
Don't worry about
SAT
me.
essays. Yeah, yeah.
Bachelor's degree over
Yeah.
here.
Woo.
So then we go into I'd fight a family of Wolverines inside Porto Potty. So it's just like, why are you is it inside a porta potty? Why are you in a porta potty and where did the Wolverines come from?
Sidebar: porta potty is a brand.
Oh, is it?
So it should be capitalized.
Yeah, should be
I
capitalized.
guess they have that market cornered.
If we're gonna, instead of dissecting the content, we're gonna dissect the grammar of this. That should be capitalized.
Man, I would never recommend it. Like, if one of my homies was like, I'm gonna send this to this girl, I'd probably say no. You got to be real funny to pull that off. And this, to me, this is funny, but not somebody you're trying to sleep with. You know what I'm
You
saying?
guys.
Maybe if you know the person, if
No.
I knew the guy and he said that to me, I'd be like,
Y'all.
okay.
This message was sent at 7:23 a.m.
He's hungover.
That was his morning jack off time.
No, he's not hungover. This dude is still fucking balling from the night before.
Yeah,
That's
he's
true.
jacking off to go start
Well,
his
I'm saying
to
this dude is
really
still
start
on,
his day.
He's clearly still on drugs from the night before. 7:23 a.m. This dude is whatever he's been partying, he's still partying. We also know that by the later half of this.
Yeah.
My man
I was
said,
gonna say the 8-ball of Coke and a handle of vodka.
That's troubling. That's all troubling. I mean, not that. All right, if anybody does drugs, that's fine. Do your business. That's fine. But I'm never leading that. That's never my lead in when I'm trying to talk to somebody I'm interested in. If I did drugs, I wouldn't be like, what would be dope with you.
Sidebar. He's not even saying he wants to do an 8-ball and vodka with her.
Right.
He's saying he wants to do it with the doctor that delivered her.
That's such a weird thing to say.
I don't understand that part. I'm like, wait.
Well, the doctor had no part in this except making sure she didn't die when she was pushed out.
Does he have a kink for doctors?
No, it's one of those
Maybe
old
he is
school
a
pickup
doctor?
lines. You ever heard that pickup line where it was like, damn girl, you're so fine, I'd drink your bathwater. Shit like that.
No.
You never heard that?
I've heard a lot of things, but not that.
You never heard that? Must be a black thing. Yeah.
I mean,
The
I've never heard that, so
bathwater?
I don't know if that's the case.
What? Trust me, it's a thing. People have said that. It is. Anyways. That's
Well, you said it's an old school thing. Maybe we're thinking a few years back or something.
Maybe, yeah. I remember. Anyways, people in my family
Maybe
have said
this
that.
is the new version of that.
Yeah, maybe. It's just-
2020, 2021.
You should ask this question on your Instagram because I'm interested in who responds to something like this. And like seriously though, because I know people say that they like funny things. Like, oh, I want somebody who's funny, and I'm like, you say that, that's only
But
like
do
half
you?
true. That's like half true because like this guy is probably like this all the time. Can you imagine talking to this person
Oh, I'm
all the
I'm exhausted, and I feel like I'm the most like if I'm exhausted by this person, that says a
That's
lot.
Oh,
also what I'm
yeah.
saying. You have a lot of energy. Yeah, yeah. So don't lead in so heavy, guys. If you're trying to be funny, don't try so hard. You know what I'm saying? Trust me.
I
Trust me,
think I think that's
Sensei.
the bottom. I think that's a sensing like theme that we have here. Like we want you to try. We don't want you to copy paste a fucking message. But we don't want you to try so hard that like we're exhausting just thinking about responding.
You should
Exhausted.
you should make somebody
The
want
bubbles.
to talk to you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? You want to make people want to talk to you. And getting this from anybody, if a woman messaged me said, "Fuck, you are a masterpiece," just end it there. First of all, I know that. Second of all, it's a little much, but we can work with that. But if she said the rest of that, I'd be like, shorty, you're doing too much right now. You're doing the most, and I got to go to bed at 8 p.m. So
Like you had me at hello.
you had me at hello. You're a masterpiece. You had me there. You had
The
me at hello.
end.
Someone
The
calling me a
end.
masterpiece, I'd be like that would make like someone is the first message thing. Like I feel like anyone calling me that. In my future, if I'm like married, I feel like my husband calling me that, I'd be like, that's weird.
Depends. All right.
Unless I'm like fully done up, I'm like wearing a
Yes,
ball
okay,
gown. We're about to go
okay.
to some like,
Okay.
big event and I look like I am about to walk the red carpet and he calls me a masterpiece. Yes.
See,
Yes,
yeah.
queen. Let's go.
I like
That-
gassing up
But
your
when I'm
significant.
sitting like
Oh. I will say I am a big. This isn't gassing up. This is him trying to be funny. But one thing I personally enjoy doing is gassing up anybody I'm dating in a big way. If like, we're dating and we're just out, and I'm like, behold, witness, everybody, check this shit out. Look how amazing she looks. Isn't she a fucking masterpiece? Mona Lisa ain't got shit on this. Look at that. Eat it up, leaning tower of Pisa. He's a leaning tower of a piece of great ass. Look at her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just really
you know what that
gassing
reminds
somebody
me
up.
of?
What?
I love that. I love that. It reminds me of the memes of Will Smith, like presenting Jada.
That's what you should do.
Because
Yeah.
he's just like, it's the same thing. It's just like this big, like overdone, sincere but funny. Like, I fucking love this human being and it's genuine.
Yeah.
Versus like, I don't know you. Want to split an 8-ball of Coke with your doctor?
Right. That's yeah.
Also, I hope the doctor is delivering fucking babies, aren't doing a bunch of coke.
You never know.
You never know.
What did we learn today, friends, from this dissection of messages?
Yeah.
What did we learn? What are some key takeaways from this presentation?
I've got a lot of thoughts. If you want to go first, Marie. But
I say you start, Paul, with all of your thoughts.
It seems like, and obviously these are just the bad messages, but it seems like for the most part, people just try too hard and just do the most. Don't do that. Fucking relax, my dude. Be a person and just talk to somebody like a fucking person. Yeah, obviously show you're attracted to them. Like, what's up, girl? Like, like really, if you really think they're cute, let them know. But beyond that, they're also another person that is more than just their looks. So, you know what I'm saying? Have a conversation. Actually find something interesting about them. You know what I'm saying? And that it seems like the main thing that I'm noticing is people just don't do that. They don't take the time to be like, damn, girl, I saw you like penguins. That's fucking dope. Like nobody, they don't find anything you care about. And that seems to be the main thing. It's very surface level shit and
That's
weird.
Yeah, that's a really good call out too. Like I feel like a lot of times people on not even just dating apps, but like social media, if you don't know the person in real life, you're kind of looking at them and thinking about them in a way like they're not a real person. Like they're just this like kind of
Object.
object or idea or like just
Yeah.
a thing that somebody has created via this content. And you forget that, like, okay, this is actually like a fucking human being. Like, this is a person. And if I want an actual shot, if I want a shot at love, back to The Bachelor, then like, then you have to treat them like a fucking person. Like, be yourself. Because some of these messages, I think too, like, especially the one that was a poem, like, they come across like you're not really like, bro, you don't talk like that in real life. Come on.
Right? What if you met him and he had like a fucking Peter Pan outfit on, and like he
Okay,
wrote
that's
to
a
your
kink.
Marie's
Yeah.
like, trust me, I know.
Yo, Peter Pan is my next tattoo.
Woof. As Marie
So that I
Carlson,
might, I might be into that, but like,
Oh my god, he comes in tights too. Oh shit, yo!
oh
'cause
my God.
Peter Pan wore tights, y'all. Don't sleep
and for
on my
that
boy.
reason, I'm out.
That's
And I would be like, so tell me why you decided to wear this today. Do you want to go back to my place?
The good news is that Marie and I have very different dating types and preferences. Thank baby Jesus, because otherwise we probably couldn't be friends, given that we also like we live in the same building, we have a podcast, we hang out,
Same sign.
we're close friends, same sign. Like if we also dated the same dudes, it would probably be a fucking nightmare. Thankfully, she'll show me someone, I'm like, huh? And I'll show her someone, she's like, huh? I'm like, this is great.
It's true. That's how you know you can be friends with somebody, is you have opposite taste in dudes.
right. That's how all me and my homies are. We have opposite taste in dudes, and that's how we know we're all friends. That's how.
Man,
Michelle, what are
sweet.
your lessons from today's shit show?
I don't know. I think the crowd liked it. Wait. Oh god damn! I wish I had it queued up. Damn. Wait. No. Yeah. There it is.
No, I mean, I don't think like none of this was shocking to me. I think the biggest thing, like, I love what Paul said, but I think the biggest thing too is just you're not like, just make sure that you're responding. I feel like just make sure you're responding to something about that particular person. Yes, they say online dating is a numbers game, yada yada. But honestly, at the end of the day, like when I get a message that resonates where they're actually asking me about a question about something in my photo, something specific about a response, like even if I'm not initially like as like attracted to that person or whatever, I'm still taking a longer amount of time to decide. I'm like, oh, well, like this person tried and they're cute or whatever. Like, I'll at least have a conversation with them. I'm telling you guys, like, a tiny bit of just giving a fuck goes a long way. And sending the same message to 30 girls, especially when you live in a fucking small city where we've gotten the same matches and the same messages 1,000 times. And it's like, be smarter than that. It's fucking 2021. Like, you can do better. Sorry, I'm aggressive.
Yeah,
today.
no, you are. I love it. But like, sorry, go ahead, Paul.
I was just gonna say before you talk, I'm just gonna play you out. Just go ahead and keep talking, and then we're just gonna play over that. Yeah. Give us your-
No, I think like I love your aggression, Michelle, because I feel like it's so valid. Like people can see through, like everybody knows we get so many, even like no matter who you are, you get so many people sliding into your DMs, whether it's for their pyramid scheme or they're trying to sell you something. We can sniff out a message that's copy pasted no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like truth to just, if you want to give yourself a chance, like if you're looking at somebody and you are actually interested in them more than just like double tapping a photo, like say something that actually means something. Take the extra, minute or two to like say, okay, well, I see that you're from Chicago. Now okay, like I've that obviously on my profile. That being said, don't say, oh, you live off insert neighborhood here, like where I currently live. You live off Riverside. Oh, so do I. We're neighbors. Hi. Because that's creepy.
Creepy.
But
Yeah.
the people that see that I'm from Chicago and are like, hey, I'm also from Chicago, Cubs or Sox. Perfect. Like,
Bet.
I am all about that. I have a response to that. Right?
So I've done that where it's been like, oh, dope, you're from this city, and they'll be like, and like for example, specifically with Chicago, I don't really know the teams, and I've been like, damn girl, you like the Sox? And I remember this one. She was like, yeah, no, dope, I'm a sports fan, and I was like, damn. I was talking about socks you wear on your feet, and she was like, oh. I like doing silly things like that. I think that's appropriate. Being silly is okay.
That's cute.
It's on brand for you, and
It's
I
on
feel like
brand for me.
I
That
feel like
works.
you can pull it off too. Like you can pull it off.
Also,
Thank you.
being sarcastic a couple messages in versus being sarcastic from the get-go.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't just come out the gate like, wouldn't it be crazy if we dated? But like, really though.
Wouldn't
Nothing
it be
but
wild
serious.
if I fucked you in the ass until you shit on me?
That's crazy, but like, but
Wild.
seriously,
So
wild.
fun. Just kidding. Or am I?
Girl, next wild.
I'm
Hypothetically.
crying.
Hypothetically.
Okay, my computer's about to die. So on that fucking note, Paul, can you remind people where they can find you, please?
Everybody listen up. You can find me at PM Jams on Instagram at PM Jams.
And
There
he
you go.
accepts DMs. As of this recording, Paul, you're still single. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, there's some thinking there.
No, I am.
Okay.
What?
We'll
Wow.
talk.
No,
talk
yeah,
later.
right. Whoever gets in my DMs first come, first serve.
Ooh.
Or is it first come first? Never mind. You can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, OnlyFans. Just kidding.
But really though,
I don't know. We haven't
That's
asked
our
video.
future. That's part of our future business model for 2021. Our big plans
Our
on how we're going to
expansion.
start making money off this podcast.
Our expansion
if
plan.
if you think we should have an OnlyFans, DM us.
Yeah, fuck it. DM us if you think we should have an OnlyFans.
literally
Joke's on
doing
you,
that
though.
right
It's just
now.
going to be photos of Paul.
Yeah, it's gonna be pictures of me eating pizza. It's gonna
Yes.
be.
So we are at Swipe and the City, the letter N on all of our platforms at Swipe and the City. Michelle, any final notes?
No, that's it. Job well done to everyone. Paul, thank you. We
Hey,
love and appreciate you. I feel like you bring not only sound effects, but like a special energy, to the show. So
thanks,
yeah,
guys.
stoked to have you. And
Thank you.
And also thank you to our friends who have submitted DMs for this episode. Also, shout out to the guys who sent those DMs in the first place. We wouldn't have a show today without you.
shoot
For
your
real.
shot.
Shoot your
Yo.
shot.
Oh
Cheers.
yeah, keep doing it. They need more content. And they need more content. Make sure it's terrible stuff about butts and stuff. All right.
Butts and stuff.
That's a
All right,
wrap.
cheers, y'all. That's a wrap.
Bye guys. Or not. I don't know. What are we doing? Okay, is this how we leave?